The truth about Christianity that nobody tells you. Christianity is one of the most well-known and widely practiced religions in the world. Its teachings have shaped history, art, culture, and the lives of billions of people. But beneath the surface of Sunday sermons and iconic Bible stories lies a deeper, more complex reality. A truth about Christianity that few people ever talk about. Whether you're a lifelong believer, someone exploring faith, or even a skeptic, what we're about to uncover might challenge the way you see Christianity. These are the truths that often go unspoken, not because they're unimportant, but because they require a deeper, more honest conversation about what faith really means. In today's video, we're diving into the truth about Christianity that nobody tells you. This isn't just about theology or doctrine. It's about life, struggle, and what it really means to follow Jesus. Stick with us to the end, because the final truth might just change the way you view faith forever. And if you find this video thought-provoking, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. One of the first truths about Christianity that often gets overlooked is this. Christianity isn't a promise of an easy life. In fact, it's quite the opposite. When you think about the Christian faith, you might picture peace, love, and a sense of community. And while those things are absolutely part of it, they're not the whole story. Jesus himself warned his followers in John 16:33, "In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world." Trouble. Not peace, not prosperity, but trouble. This is a message that doesn't make it into the glossy brochures or Instagram posts. Being a Christian doesn't mean you're shielded from life's hardships. It doesn't mean you won't face pain, loss, or failure. In fact, following Jesus often means embracing challenges you might have avoided otherwise. It's about standing up for what's right, even when it's unpopular. It's about loving your enemies, forgiving people who hurt you, and carrying your own cross, just as Jesus carried his. This isn't the kind of faith that fits neatly into a feel-good narrative. It's raw, it's challenging, but it's also real, and that's what makes it so powerful. Another truth people rarely talk about is that faith doesn't always come easy. Christianity is often presented as a series of clear black and white truths. Believe in Jesus, follow the Bible, and you'll be saved. But the reality is far more nuanced. Faith is messy. It's filled with doubt, questions, and moments of uncertainty. Even some of the greatest figures in the Bible wrestled with their faith. Look at Job, who questioned God's justice in the face of unimaginable suffering. Or Thomas, one of Jesus' own disciples, who refused to believe in the resurrection until he saw the wounds on Jesus' hands and side. Doubt isn't the opposite of faith. It's a part of it. It's through questioning and wrestling with the hard truths that faith becomes real, personal, and unshakable. But here's the thing. Many Christians feel ashamed of their doubts. They think it makes them a bad Christian. The truth? Doubt is a natural part of spiritual growth. It's not something to fear or hide. It's something to bring to God, trusting that He's big enough to handle your questions. Here's another truth. Christianity isn't about being perfect. For a lot of people, Christianity gets tangled up with the idea of moral perfection. Go to church every Sunday. Never lie, cheat, or swear. Always do the right thing. But let's be honest, no one can live up to that standard. Romans 3:23 puts it bluntly, "For all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God." That's not just some people, that's all of us. Even the most devout Christians mess up, sometimes in big ways. Christianity isn't about pretending to be perfect. It's about acknowledging your imperfection and relying on God's grace. This is where the heart of the gospel lies. It's not about what you do, it's about what Jesus has already done. His sacrifice on the cross isn't a reward for the righteous, it's a lifeline for the broken, and that's all of us. But here's the uncomfortable part. Admitting you need grace means admitting you can't save yourself. It's a blow to pride, and it forces you to confront your own weaknesses. That's why many people shy away from this truth. Another aspect of Christianity that doesn't get enough attention is its emphasis on community. Yes, Christianity is deeply personal. It's about your relationship with God, but it's also profoundly communal. In today's culture, we prize independence. We like to think we can do it all on our own. But Christianity calls us to something countercultural, dependence on one another. The Bible is full of commands to love, serve, and forgive others. Galatians 6:2 says, "Carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ." This sounds beautiful in theory, but in practice it's messy. Loving people isn't always easy. Community means dealing with disagreements, personalities that clash, and people who will hurt you. But it also means having a support system when life gets hard. It means being known and loved, flaws and all. The truth about Christianity is that you can't walk this journey alone. You need other people, and they need you. Let's talk about another truth that often goes unspoken. Christianity is about transformation, but transformation takes time. When someone becomes a Christian, there's often this expectation that their life will change overnight. And sometimes it does. But more often than not, transformation is a slow, gradual process. It's messy, it's uneven, and it doesn't follow a straight line. Philippians 1:6 says, "He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion until the day of Christ Jesus." Notice the word began. It's a process, a journey. But we live in a culture of instant gratification. We want quick fixes, not lifelong commitments. And when we don't see immediate results, it's easy to feel discouraged. The truth is, following Jesus is less like flipping a switch and more like tending a garden. It takes patience, effort, and trust. And while the growth might be slow, it's real, lasting, and beautiful. Perhaps the hardest truth about Christianity is this: following Jesus means surrendering control. We like to think we're in charge of our lives. We make plans, set goals, and work hard to achieve them. But Christianity asks us to let go of that illusion of control and trust God instead. Proverbs 3:5-6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight." This is easier said than done. Surrendering control means accepting that you don't have all the answers. It means stepping into the unknown, trusting that God's plan is better than your own. And sometimes it means enduring seasons of waiting, suffering, or uncertainty without knowing why. But in surrender, there's freedom. Freedom from the pressure to have it all figured out. Freedom to trust that God is working all things for good, even when you can't see it yet. Here's one last truth about Christianity that nobody tells you. It's not about religion, it's about relationship. This might sound like a cliche, but think about it. Religion is about rules, rituals, and traditions. It's about trying to earn favor with God through good behavior. But Christianity flips this idea on its head. At its core, Christianity isn't about what you do for God. It's about what God has done for you. It's about a personal, intimate relationship with the Creator of the universe. A relationship built on love, grace, and trust. This truth is both liberating and challenging. It's liberating because it frees you from the pressure to perform. But it's challenging because relationships require effort, honesty, and vulnerability. God doesn't want your perfection. He wants your heart. And when you truly understand that, it changes everything. So what do you think? Do these truths about Christianity resonate with you? Have they challenged or encouraged you in any way? Let us know in the comments below. Christianity isn't about having all the answers or living a flawless life. It's about walking with God through the highs and lows, trusting His plan, and sharing His love with the world. If this video has given you a new perspective, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need to hear these truths. Until next time, stay curious, stay honest, and keep seeking the deeper meaning of faith.